hygiene, emergency patient bed. Okay, can you please verify your name and date of birth for me?
Kylie Davis for 2000.
Okay, and do you have any allergies to medication, environmental factors, food, or latex?
Purple grapes.
Okay, let me check that for you. Perfect. Okay, can you tell me how old you are, Kylie?
I'm 20.
Can you tell me your marital status?
I'm not married.
And what about an employer?
I'm not employed.
Okay, and can you tell me a little bit about what brings you in today?
I have a pain in my wrist.
Okay, can you show me about where that pain is?
It's like whenever I move it like this.
Okay, and how long have you had this pain?
About 2 days.
About 2 days. Okay, and can you tell me what type of pain you have? Is it like crushing? Is it stabbing, sharp, dull?
Kind of achy.
Achy. Okay, and can you tell me what you do to make this pain better?
Really nothing makes it better.
Nothing. Okay, and is there anything that your pain keeps you from doing in the day?
No, not really. It just kind of hurts to write a lot.
Okay. And you said you hadn't done anything to relieve the pain with medications or anything?
No.
Okay. And is this pain kind of constant or intermittent?
It's intermittent.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ask you a couple questions today.
Okay.
I'm going to do a little bit of a family history. I'm going to do your past history, a little bit of everything today, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
So, as a child, did you ever have the mumps, measles, or chicken pox?
Chicken pox.
Can you tell me about what age you had the chicken pox?
I was, I believe, 9 months.
Okay, and are you up to date on your flu vaccination?
Yes.
Can you tell me when it last was? October of this last year?
Yes.
Okay, and then you don't have any other medication, allergies, or environmental allergies?
Nope.
Okay, and you did say that you were allergic to grapes. What happens when you eat grapes?
I get like a rash all over.
Okay, I will go ahead and note that for you.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you a little bit about your family history, okay?
Okay.
Is there anybody in your family that has breast cancer or hypertension or diabetes?
My dad has hypertension and my grandma has diabetes.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you about your close relatives, such as your mom, dad, and brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Are they all alive and well?
Yes.
Okay. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and ask you a couple more questions about your daily lifestyle, okay? So what about your education level? Can you tell me the highest grade you've completed?
I'm on my 3rd year of college.
Okay, and what about your financial situation? Do you feel like it's adequate for your lifestyle?
Definitely not.
Okay, and do you feel that you have any religious beliefs that I should be aware of?
Well, I'm Christian, but it doesn't affect anything.
Okay, and what about your self-care?
I like to take showers and stuff, the normal.
Okay, perfect. Do you have any sleep disturbances, or do you sleep pretty well?
I sleep really well.
Okay, that's good. Do you have, can you tell me a little bit about what you do from the time you wake up until the time you go to sleep?
I wake up, I get ready, I come to school, and then I leave, I eat, I study some, and then I go to bed.
Okay, and do you drink any alcohol?
Yes.
Okay, and can you tell me about how much per week you drink? Or how many days per week you drink?
Maybe 3 glasses of wine a week.
Okay, and so on an average drinking day, can you tell me how many drinks you have a day?
1.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and perform the CAGE assessment because you did answer a couple of questions.
Okay.
And so, do you feel the need to cut down on your drinking?
No.
No? Okay, and do you feel annoyed when people talk about your drinking habits?
No.
No? Do you feel guilty for drinking?
No.
Do you ever feel like you need to drink as an eye-opener in the morning?
Definitely not.
Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and ask you a little bit more personal questions now.
Okay.
If at any point in time you feel uncomfortable, please let me know.
Okay.
Okay, so over the past 2 weeks, have you ever felt down, lonely, or depressed?
No.
Okay, and over the past few weeks, have you felt little to no pleasure in doing things that you enjoy?
No.
Okay, so at this point in time, I would go ahead, if indicated, I would go ahead and, ask my patient to complete a PHQ-9 screening.
Okay.
And I would ask a couple of these questions. I would ask if you at any time feel the need to hurt yourself.
No.
Okay. Have you ever made a plan to hurt yourself?
No.
Okay. And so I'm gonna go ahead and perform a violence assessment. Okay. Some of these questions are a little personal, like I said.
Okay.
So at any time, please let me know if I need to stop. Okay, since violence is so prevalent in our society, we ask all individuals these questions. Do you feel safe at home?
Yes.
Okay, and do you feel afraid of your partner?
No.
Has your partner ever hit, punched, kicked, or pushed you?
No.
Okay, and has your partner ever forced sex on you?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the mental screening on you at this point in time.
Okay.
Our patient seems to be, her posture is erect and normal, her movements are fluid, her speech is clear, her dress is appropriate for the weather, her okay, her hygiene is good, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask you what today's date is. Can you tell me that?
I think the 18th.
Okay, and can you tell me who the first president of the United States was?
The first
Mhm.
was George Washington.
Okay, perfect. So my patient doesn't seem to be depressed or suicidal. My patient's speech is clear. My patient seems to understand what is happening in our conversation. She is not confused in any way.
Okay.
Okay, so at this time, I'm going to go ahead and take your vitals.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and check your vitals. So, and I'm going to go ahead and do your pulse first.
Okay.
And can I go ahead and use this one since you have a watch on? Okay. If I can find it here. Okay. Okay. So your respirations were 14, which is within normal ranges of 12 to 20. Your pulse was it was 76, which is between normal ranges of 60 to 100. And I'm going to go ahead and take your temperature, and I'm going to take your blood pressure, and I will complete some of those in a second.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and take your pulse, oxygenation, saturation. I'm going to clean this. And I will make sure that my patient does not have any fingernail polish or fake nails on. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest. I'm going to go ahead and take your temperature as well, okay?
Okay.
And have you had anything hot or cold to drink within the last 30 minutes?
No.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and have you twist your tongue, place it in your tongue, don't bite it. Just hold it for me. Thank you. Okay. Okay, your oxygen saturation is good. It is 97. It's between normal ranges of 95 to 100. And your temperature is, thank you. Your temperature is 97.5, and that is within normal range as well. Normal range is 98.6 to 100.4, or 96.8 to 100.4. Sorry about that. And I'm gonna go ahead and take your blood pressure if that's okay. Do you have an arm preference?
No.
No? Okay, and have you had any surgeries or anything that would affect your blood pressure?
No.
Okay. Move this up a little bit. Thank you. Is that okay?
Yep.
I'm gonna get you a pillow so it makes you a little bit more comfortable, okay? Okay. And just relax there for me. And go ahead and palpate your brachial pulse. Okay, I'll start turning the water going close to 126. And let that rest for a minute, okay? And so at this time, I'm going to ask you if you have any other pains that we should assess today.
No.
Okay, perfect. Do you feel okay if I go ahead and take your blood pressure now?
Go ahead.
Okay, your blood pressure was 122 over 82. It is only 2 points higher than normal blood pressure. If it was higher than 20, what is it? Milligrams per, If it was higher than 20 for each number, I would go ahead and let the physician know, okay?
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and perform your head to toe now, okay? Oh, hold on, sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna palpate your head, and I'm going to look at your ears, your skin, and do a little bit of everything. So if at any time you feel uncomfortable, please let me know, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and check my patient's head, make sure there's not any lumps or lesions or irregularities. My patient's head is normal for the size of her body. Her neck is erect and her head is between her shoulders. I am going to check my patient's eyebrows. They are equal bilaterally. They don't have any thinning towards the end. My patient's ears are equal bilaterally. They are aligned with her eyes. Can you close your eyes for me? Perfect. Her eyes closed completely. Her eyelashes are spread out equally. She doesn't have any patches missing. Her hair on her head is I can't think of the word. Her hair on her head is dispersed equally. And can you take your mask down for me? Can you smile? Perfect. Her nasal labial folds are equal bilaterally as well. And smile one more time. Perfect. She has no cracking on her lips. Her lips are pink. Let me see your tongue. Can I see your tongue? Perfect. Her tongue is pink and hydrated, and she has no lesions or anything on her face or acne. I'm going to go ahead and check my patient's ears. The outside of her ears are not thick and they have no lesions or wounds. And her ear opening is normal for the size of her ears. This one as well. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and palpate behind your ears, and I'm gonna palpate around your ears and tell me if you have any pain, okay?
Okay.
Does this hurt? No? Okay, so I'm gonna pull back a little bit. Does that hurt?
No.
No, it doesn't hurt. Okay, and at this time I would note if there was any serum, and I would note the color and the texture of it. But at this time there is no drainage. And I'm going to go ahead and look at my patient's sclera. Her sclera is white and glossy, and her conjunctiva is pink, and there is no drainage. I'm going to go ahead and perform a range of motion on your neck as well, okay? So I'm going to have you touch your chin to your chest. Perfect. And can I have you look up to the ceiling? Perfect. And can you go left and right for me? Perfect. And can you touch your ear to your shoulder on both sides? Perfect. My patient is not having any problems with her range of motion. She has full range of motion at this time. Her neck is erect, and it is central to her body. And at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and check the temperature of your skin, okay? My patient's temperature is warm bilaterally. My patient, can you go ahead and lift your sleeves for me? Perfect. And her skin is, like I said, warm bilaterally and dry. And her pigmentation seems to be right for her ethnic background. And I'm going to go ahead and check your fingernails, okay? Her fingernails are smooth and round and don't seem to be bitten to the quick. I'm going to go ahead and check your capillary refill as well. Okay, her capillary refill is normal. It's below 2 seconds. You can go ahead and pull your sleeves down if you would like. And can you tell me if you have any wounds or anything wounds or lesions on your body that I need to look for?
No.
Okay, can I go ahead and check your legs for edema? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and 2, 4, 5. Okay, there's no edema. 4, 5, there's no edema. Let me go ahead and check your arms as well. Sorry.
Are you okay?
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and there's no edema noted. If there was any edema, I would state the pitting from 1 being mild pitting, 2 being moderate pitting, 3 being deep pitting, and 4 being very deep pitting. And I do not see any lumps or lesions or open wounds. And if there were open wounds, I would state the location, the size, and if there was any exudate, and if it had an odor, and the color. And also, if I were to find a lump or a lesion or open wound, I would check the asymmetry, the boundaries, the color, the diameter, if it was more than 6 millimeters, and if it was elevated or not. Okay? And so at this time, I'm going to go ahead and get your height and your weight and your waist circumference and your body mass index, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so if you would go ahead and set this weight for me. Okay, so my patient weighs 126. I'm going to have you sit down for a second because I'm going to go ahead and get your height, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to stand on there for me. I can see my nose. Okay, can you start down for me? Okay, so 64 inches tall. Good, and get your waist circumference at this point. Okay, I'm going to measure on the top of your iliac crest. arms up for me? And then cover your iliopsoas. 36. Okay, and you can go ahead and step this way for me. We're going to go ahead and do your Snellen chart as well, okay?
Okay.
So at this point, we will stand 20 feet away from the Snellen chart. And I'm going to have you cover one of your eyes for me. Okay, and can you tell me the smallest line you can read?
8.
Okay, can you go ahead and read that for me?
DEFTOTEC.
Okay, and can you cover that eye and cover the other one? Perfect. Okay, and tell me the smallest line you can read.
7.
Okay.
FELOPED.
Okay, now uncover both of them and read the smallest line you can read.
Okay. ADEFTOTHC.
Okay, I will go ahead and note if the patient had difficulty reading, leaning forward or squinting. And if the patient had vision that was less than 20/30, I will go ahead and refer her to an ophthalmologist. Okay, and so, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead at this point and do a hearing test on you, okay? This is called the finger rub test. I'm gonna stand behind you and I'm going to rub my fingers together and you're gonna tell me what side you can hear it on, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand behind you. Perfect, thank you. Oh, I did forget something. I'm gonna go ahead and do your BMI, okay? Okay, and your BMI is 23.5.
Okay.
Okay, and then I don't know how to do your weight as well. 123. Your weight in pounds. 57.3. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and document all of my information, and I'm gonna go ahead and perform hand hygiene and make sure that my patient is in the lowest position and call it is 1 3, and I will